I will crush anyone who blocks my path.
The blood that flows through her veins is special, and extremely dangerous. If showing pity would put my allies in danger, I will not hesitate to kill them.
They're pale and their pulses are slow. Still, I don't believe their lives are in danger.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last time, we successfully eventually took down Yuritsa. Oops, sorry, the Death Knight. Once again, I have to laugh at anyone that like jumped to this playthrough and is watching it somehow without seeing the other two and knows nothing about the game. At the same time, though, the game's been out for over a year, guys. Come on.
You found Flayn? Where?
You were there, Edelgard. You were the dude in the mask.
You missed the most important part of the mission. We found her within that secret passage. The culprits were the Death Knight and... what was his name? Ah, the Flame Emperor. Sadly, they got away.
All that matters is Flayn's safety. Right, Professor?
Yeah, please pay no attention to the Flame Emperor.
We will take these two to the infirmary. Professor, please inform Sedith.
I shall do so.
Whatever the circumstance, I'm glad Flayn is safe. Though I'm curious to find out who that other girl is.
Now that's interesting, because obviously we never told her about another girl.
Huh? Professor? Is that a smile?
Did I also notice?
You look happy. I don't think I've ever seen you like this before.
Well, I don't usually catch someone letting their guard down and revealing information that tells me who they really are.
Anyhow, we should hurry to Sedith. He must be beside himself by now.
If he keeps getting beside himself, eventually he'll be standing here.
Professor, please allow me to express my eternal gratitude once more. Flayn is safe and sound, and I have you to thank for that.
And now Sedith will stop being a jerk to me.
Mere words could never express how thankful I am. I am indebted to you. Yes, indeed. I too am overjoyed.
Here's where you get the special bloodline.
Her kidnapper was the masked knight who vanished during the rite of rebirth. The one known as the Death Knight.
We know that?
Considering the circumstances, it seems plausible to assume that his true identity is Yuritsa.
Oh good, spoiler is no longer a spoiler. Woo!
And we cannot forget about the mysterious Flame Emperor. His true motives are yet unclear. However, I have an idea. I believe the enemy may have been after Flayn's blood. The blood that flows through her veins is special. It is extremely rare, and extremely dangerous.
I feel like that's a slightly different voice line than the one that plays in the preview, although I know it's the same words.
If enemies who know the secrets of Flayn's blood have appeared, our only option is to leave the monastery and go into hiding.
Brother, wait.
Flayn, what are you doing here? You should be resting.
I do not like the path of your thoughts. I do not wish to live in some lonely, remote location where I never get to see anyone. Not ever again.
Oh, poor Flayn.
If we stay here, you may be targeted again. Wouldn't it be better for the two of us to live in peace?
Even if we ran off to some new, secret location, there is no guarantee that they would not find us. That is why I believe it would be safest to stay in the monastery, where we are surrounded by capable knights and professors.
Hey, I'm capable.
I see your point.
It's not about me.
I do. However...
You know it is the only reasonable option. What if I were to join the professor's class?
Again, I always get torn here because I kind of want to do the ones I haven't done. Yeah, we'll take the path I haven't taken before, because my gut instinct is, why would you do that?
You think so too? I am so very pleased to hear that. With a professor like you nearby, I shall be safe no matter what foe should appear.
I see. I am afraid you have a good point.
I'm actually surprised he came around on that so quickly.
Professor, due to my position, I have closely scrutinized everything about you.
You damn well have, sir.
After all that has happened, I must admit that you are indeed a trusted ally. So what say you? Can I entrust you with Flayn's safety?
Oh, I guess.
I am so glad that Flayn is safe. Yet I can't help but wonder what the story is about that other girl.
It's a very valid question to have.
She wore the uniform of the academy. But who is she?
Well done, Professor. I see that I was right to ask your class for assistance.
Normally I would make some snarky comment, but like, why can't the other classes do anything? But in that case, yeah, you needed the Sword of the Creator down there.
I have been told that Manuela and Flayn are recovering nicely, as is Monica.
Yeah. Who is... nope, try and answer a different line of thought.
Monica, the girl you rescued along with Flayn, is also a student of the Officers' Academy. However...
She is a student from last year's class. She went missing just before she would have graduated. It never occurred to us that something might have happened to her at the monastery. We assumed she had run away.
Yeah, you guys are bang out professors. I still want to know who the third professor was. Like, I know they... Were they killed by bandits, or did they just, like... Was it... Because there was a third one that, you know, I had to take over for at the last second, but I don't think they ever said specifically what happened to him or her.
I never dreamed that we would find her. Not like this.
Monica has asked to rejoin the Black Eagle House once she has fully recovered.
Hey, I'm in that house.
Our enemies are still out there, so we must remain cautious and continue our investigation.
Ooh, does that mean I can actually use Monica in battle up until the point where she turns into, I should really know her name. Crap, I can't believe I forgot her name. I like, actually know it pretty freaking well.
However, we must also help the students to move on from this incident.
After all, the Battle of the Eagle and Lion will be held in Gronder Field next month.
1 second, this is actually going to bother me. Franya, okay. I just had to check real quick.
Yes, the students will remember it for the rest of their lives.
However short that may be. Wahaha.
Please guide them so that they may show us their best at the coming battle.
So, you'll be going to Gronder Field next month. You've never been there before, have you?
Nope. Definitely not.
There is unease in the western side of the Empire, but everything east of the capital, Enbar, is stable. Well, there was a noble rebellion a short while ago, but it didn't amount to much. I have my own mission. The Church has always been quick to make use of those who work for them.
Well, of course. What's the point of having people that work for you?
What I'm more concerned about is finding out who among us is pulling the strings. Ever since the Rite of Rebirth, strange groups have been seen around Garreg Mach and elsewhere too. There was also an incident where some knights investigating these suspicious strangers turned up dead. Not that it's likely, but if something like that ever happens to me, search this room, every corner, behind every shelf. I'm going to leave something.
I remember when this conversation happened the first time, I was like, oh god, something's gonna happen to him. This conversation would not exist if something didn't happen to him. Again, go the opposite way you normally say.
Don't just nod solemnly. There's nothing to worry about. I'm just being cautious. Then again, I guess you're always solemn.
All right.
Part 1. White Clouds. Wyvern Moon. Field of the Eagle and Lion.
We have another tapestry.
From on high, flocks of wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies, heading south for the winter.
Those are not wyverns.
Fodlan's children lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet all the while, their gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
I am not going to the sauna. It's a complete waste of time. Not going to do it.
Professor, you already know about the Battle of the Eagle in
I do. We're going to for some reason deploy to the north and kick all their ass.
I see. In that case, allow me to fill you in. It's a large-scale mock battle between the rival houses that takes place every year.
Its scale is incomparable to the mock battle we fought during the Great Tree Moon.
Yep. It's everyone. All 9 people deploy. I'm actually really glad that we end up with this falling on Edelgard, because we just had church battle. So, because I would have to have cheated or something, because like I can't do this without bringing the Black Eagle house. Like it would be thematically terrible.
It will take place in the vast Gronder Field. That is in Empire territory to the southeast of Garrick Mach.
Whichever house defeats the most opponents wins. Of course, the professors also fight alongside their respective houses.
That seems unfair.
Well, usually. Professor Manuela is being prudent. She will not be participating this year. Since his longtime rival will be absent, Professor Hanneman has also declined.
I keep intentionally picking the answers I don't believe in.
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
Are you feeling any better, Professor Manuela?
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
God damn it, they're kids.
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Oh, don't worry.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
We have taught our students well. There is no need to hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
I mean, you do know I have the Sword of the Creator, right? That seems like a big... Alright. So first of all, do notice that we do finally have paralogs. As per normal, a lot of these, if I've done them before, I won't be showing them. But, like, the Black Market Scheme is definitely one we have not seen previously. So, that one, like, I'll do all the paralogs, but I'll only show you Black Market Scheme, because we've obviously done Shamir and Eloise. We've done Laws, and we've done... Laws, what the hell? Done that one and done that one. However, that's not for now. First, we're exploring. I don't know why I always like to show this first, but I do. It's good luck.
This monastery is more dangerous than I expected. It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well. If you ask me, there is something amiss about that old man, Tomas.
Oh, you don't even know yet. It's interesting, I must not have talked about it before, because I remember being tipped off about Tomas ahead of time. Previously. Okay, it looks like a little bit better than before, but not a lot. So, as always, we will start with Mercedes, because Mercedes is annoying. I'm terrible, and I don't care.
Come on, sell it to me!
Huh? What's going on here?
A transaction, a bartering, if you will.
Hey, stop that! Can't you see he's not interested?
I don't know why she's standing up for herself.
Just talking business here, now move it along!
Oh, I just thought it looked a little... Actually, now I'm curious. What kind of business are you conducting? I've been told I have a keen eye for appraisal.
Just trying to buy a sword.
Don't you have a sword?
Told him to name his price, but he won't give it up.
Any price? You must be able to afford anything your heart desires. But did you consider that he might have a good reason not to sell it?
But this is such a weird...
Maybe it's a family heirloom, or simply his favorite sword.
No one asked for your appraisal, now move it! Or are you looking for trouble?
Dude, you're a guard. You can't assault the students. What the hell?
That is quite enough. You would dare threaten a woman? I will not permit such ungentlemanly conduct.
Not even that. She's a student, and you're supposed to be protecting her.
Oh, hello, Ferdinand. Do you have an opinion on all this?
Behind me, milady. I will protect you.
Oh my god, he actually said milady.
Who are you? You looking for trouble too?
Keep your distance, gutless knave. I just cleaned my sword, and if I maim you, I will have to clean it again.
You use a lance.
Neither of us wants that, so I suggest you leave at once.
Ah, forget it. You're not worth my time.
Ah, thank you so much. You saved me there.
How are you people church soldiers? Seriously, what is going on with this scene? This scene is ridiculous.
Well, that is taken care of. Are you hurt, Mercedes?
Hurt? No, I'm fine. We were only talking.
Ah, I am glad. I do not abide uncouth behavior. Stopping it is my duty as a noble.
Okay, that was super weird. Like, that... What? That confused the absolute hell of me. Oh, man, and Marianne. So Ferdinand just has a thing for soft-spoken healers, I see.
Marianne, are you not going to pray?
I finished. What is it?
Oh, you know, whatever.
I just wanted to apologize.
It's fine, Ferdinand. You did nothing wrong.
Last time we spoke, I did not quite finish saying what I wanted to say. You say I did nothing wrong, so perhaps you will hear me out this time?
Interesting line of
Very
questioning.
well. What is it?
Rather than mourning the way things are, is it not better to accept reality and move forward from there?
Accept and move forward?
Precisely.
Yes, that is what I said. Good job.
You curse your heritage and reject your present situation. That makes you gloomy, even despairing. As long as you are held back by that way of thinking, nothing is ever going to change.
What about you? Do you really believe that you accept whatever comes in life?
I do. Come what may, I will never falter.
Yeah, faltering is not quite the same thing.
How?
Well, each person is born with a purpose. We must fulfill that purpose, no matter our circumstances. It imbues our lives with meaning and direction. That is what I believe, anyway. Everyone has something they are meant to accomplish. That is true for nobles, commoners, even bandits.
I see. So that's what you believe.
She's probably like, oh my god, I can't believe you have beliefs.
Do you really think it's possible that someone like me has a purpose to fulfill?
Yes, of course.
That is a kind of a weird question, isn't it?
Oh. I'll give this some serious thought. Thank you, Ferdinand. Your words have deeply moved me.
Is that so? How wonderful. I will pray that you find the answers you seek.
Alright, so Mercedes is done, Ferdinand is done. I always kind of run out of people, and it makes me sad. I want to save my fate. Oh, yeah, get Dorothy out of the way. I would probably skip this one, actually.
Well, I had fun today. Of course, you want to see me again, yes?
Yeah, I've seen this already. Not watching it again. Now, Hubert level 2. In level 1, he actually, like, threatened me, which was very ballsy of him.
Hey there, Hubie.
Oh, interesting.
I've been thinking about our conversation the other day.
For some reason, I thought I was on, Tarash.
And I've just got to know, do you really love Adie?
If it's one or the other, I suppose it would be closer to love than to hate. Why?
I knew it! That's why you work so hard for Adie.
Completely blew off most of his answer.
Oh, Hubie, I finally get you. You're just another servant suffering from unrequited love for their mistress.
You completely misunderstand.
Well, she does view everything with the lens of love.
Unrequited love? Do I really look like the kind of drooling simpleton to have that kind of motivation?
You want an honest answer to that?
I'd like to say yes, but I know you just argue. Fine, Hubie. Tell me your situation.
My situation is simple. I am walking a path.
Oh, do go on.
Everyone has a path in life.
That is true.
Lady Edelgard has shown me mine. It is just beside her own. So we walk together side by side. We stride ever forward, yielding to nothing and to no one.
That's not really a path. That's a leash.
So, you're sharing the same dream?
Bluntly, yes.
Well, bluntly's the best way.
But it's more than just a shared dream. I have many feelings toward Lady Edelgard. Gratitude, respect, awe, empathy, trust, hope.
Okay. I was teasing you, but I gotta say I'm just a little bit jealous of you and Adie.
Well, yeah, you can't actually commit all of yourself to a relationship. And I can see how that would bother her.
That you're able to embrace these feelings and stride forward along the same path. You're lucky, Hubie. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to experience anything so utterly operatic.
Why not?
Good question.
Because I figure the best quality in a partner would be that they make me happy. And loving another is really about wanting to be loved. I'm pretty sure that's different from how things are with you and Adie.
That is... I feel certain you're correct. Oh, but we're not going to hear the answer. So, never mind. Because you were son, Dorothy... Man, we run out continuously. I guess we'll go down to B-teamers. I'm sure I've seen this already. We'll see if I'm going to skip it.
This theory just isn't coming together. The thought behind it.
No, this one isn't about Don't Treat Me Like a Kid. We'll watch it.
Hey, Lysithea. Your forehead's all wrinkled. You look tense. Is something wrong? You know you can tell your big bro Rat... you know you can tell me anything, right?
Raphael, while I appreciate your offer, I'm not so sure you'll be much help here.
I love Raphael, or like this background music. It's not really Raphael's.
What does that mean? Oh, are you researching something complicated? In that case, yeah, you're probably right. Is there something else I can help you with? I'm really good at other things, like training.
I have absolutely zero interest in such things.
You're not interested in training? Then how do you ever plan to improve?
I have an idea. Do you want to get real good at playing tag? I can teach you.
Oh, god damn it.
There's a trick to it that most people don't know. Like to not get tagged and stuff. Let me show you.
I have seen this, but I'm totally letting it play out.
It's too sunny to spend all day inside studying. Come on, Big Bro's gonna take you outside.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Can't you see I'm busy? Go bother someone else. What nerve you have too calling yourself Big Bro, like I'm your little sister or some nonsense. Just cut the act.
Did I really say that out loud?
Repeatedly.
Anyway, my grades are miles better than yours. If you want to play the part of Big Brother, you'd probably benefit from studying way, way more.
Like I said, I'm really good at other things. Just not classroom learning.
I can't stand all the excuses. Clearly, you're the little kid here. You got all that? Now don't bother me again. Understood? Bye.
And she leaves her own room.
She must be going through a rebellious phase.
Damn it, Raphael. I love him so much. He's such a lug. A lovable lug. Oh, Lysithea has another one. Interesting that Edelgard still can't go forward. With Leone, like, the whole, like, Golden Deer...
I think I'm gonna pass out. Ah! Whoa, Lysithea? You're really pale.
I mean, that's just her.
Yeah, I've been feeling really queasy all morning. I'm just heading back to my quarters to rest.
Can you even make it there in that state? Here, climb on my back. I'll carry you.
What? What? No. No. I'm not some sort of infant.
Oh my god, every single time with her.
Always worried about looking like a kid. No time for that now. Just get on.
I'm feeling a bit better now. I should be okay from here.
Well, yeah, the bed's right there.
Thank you so much, Leone. I hope I wasn't too heavy. Was I?
No, not at all. Actually made for a fun bit of training.
Training?
Leone is always finding reasons to train. I would actually skip this, but we don't get to hear from Leone very often.
Yeah, carrying someone around is good for the legs. You're just the right weight for it, too. I might ask you to help me train again sometime. Anything can be a kind of training with the right attitude, you know?
Are you always thinking about training?
Yeah, you could stand to learn from it.
Well, I can't devote all my time purely to training, so it's more efficient if I can train while I get other stuff done at the same time.
Wouldn't that actually be rather inefficient?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, for example, if you're training for endurance, it seems running would be a better approach. If you're only ever training by cramming it in with other tasks, you won't be getting the best results.
Well, it depends on if you want the best results in training exclusively, or you also want to get other stuff done.
I'm no expert on the subject, but even I can logic that one out.
Come to think of it, you do always seem to stick to a pretty rigid schedule, don't you? I've noticed that you focus completely on whatever it is you've set out to do. Then you switch to something else and focus completely on that.
You've noticed, have you?
Now that I think about it, you may be right. Maybe that is the more efficient way to do things. Hey, you're really bright, Lysithea. Thanks so much for the helpful advice.
Leone's so wholesome.
That was sweet of Leone to check on me and carry me all the way to my quarters. And in the end, I just lectured her. She did thank me for it, but I probably could have handled that better.
That's one of, like, Lysithea's most, like, wholesome and intelligent and retrospective sea levels. And Leone has another one with Bernie. Hey, we love Bernie! It's her second one with Bernie as well.
I patched up the clothes you gave me.
Hey, thanks. You've helped me a lot lately. I feel like I should be doing this stuff myself. But ever since you patched up my sleeve, I've been really interested in your craft.
Craft? You mean my embroidery?
I still like freaking Bernie. Bernie has, like, all of the habits. She sings, she does plants, she does embroidery.
Yeah, when I saw what you were doing, I thought, what the heck is that? But it turned out to be a nice touch, once I was actually wearing it. Practical, too. When you're embroidering, you patch up the torn parts with new cloth, right?
Yes.
And that strengthens it, so the same part won't break as easily next time.
I'm glad you like it. At first, I felt like you thought it was stupid. I was worried you secretly hated me or something.
Bernie, my god in heaven.
It made me pretty scared to show you my stitching.
Sorry. I should have told you I liked it. Thanks, Bernadetta. I'm glad I asked for your help.
Oh, it's nothing.
What'd you make this time? A hornet, huh?
You do like the scary critters, don't you?
It zips out from the trees and strikes, just like you.
I sting like a hornet, do I? Actually,
I was gonna say, that's actually a really good thing. I like it too.
You ought to be more confident.
Well, what?
You're good enough at sewing that you can make a living out of it. You should take pride in that.
Oh, no. I could never do that. Trust me, I'm completely useless.
Oh, shush up, Bernadetta.
That's not true at all. You've been a great help. Maybe I'm a better fighter, but I've got nowhere near the same skill at sewing.
Wow, that humble brag, too.
We can help each other. Isn't that what friends do?
Friends? We're friends?
Hey, come on. I know you're not the most confident, but this is getting silly. Of course we're friends. I completely trust you.
Oh.
Leonie?
Yeah?
Get your clothes torn up as much as you want. I'll always be here to patch them right up.
This is the first time we've ever heard Birdie being assertive about anything.
Right, for sure. But I wasn't just talking about embroidery, you know.
Ah. Alright. Jamira and Petra. Bernie has Edelgard and me. Let's do it.
Great weather today. Perfect for shutting yourself inside, don't you think? Oh, you go right ahead. I'll be right here.
That was me being subtle.
The better the weather, the less crowded it is in here. I can't pass up having all the space to myself.
You're in your room, aren't you?
I love feeling like I'm all alone in the world. Oh, that. Well, I guess I can tell you, Professor.
Please do. I'm interested.
My father's obsessed with money. He's only ever seen me as bait for a rich husband. To train me to be a good wife, he'd do things like tie me to a chair.
Oh, I've heard this before. It's tragic.
I tried hard to do as he asked. Honestly, I did. But before I knew it, I just couldn't bring myself to leave my room anymore.
Well, she gets tied.
I just had this overwhelming feeling of fear all the time. No matter how hard I tried, my father never thought I was good enough. After that, it was just constant scolding. He couldn't say 2 words to me without mentioning how useless I was. An unmarriageable girl. My life was isolated, to say the least. I wasn't allowed to play with other kids.
Oh,
let alone
jeez.
make friends. Soon, I stopped wanting that. I was happiest alone.
If I do end up marrying Bernadette at the end of the church route, that's going to mean I'm going to have to pay one hell of a dowry. I hadn't thought about that.
But even that made him mad. And when he tried to drag me outside, I kicked and screamed so much, I seriously hurt myself. He's calmed down a bit in recent years. His constant torment was replaced with complete indifference. He mostly acts like I don't exist now.
I actually know the answer to this, but I have no choice but to ask.
If you can believe it, I was basically kidnapped. My mother ordered an attendant to stuff me in a bag while I was sleeping. By the time I figured out what was going on, I was already here. For a while, I was sure I was going to die. But here I am. Look at me. Still breathing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you down talking like that about my past.
I literally asked.
Just forget everything I told you. There's no point in talking about myself anyway. Idiot! Oh, this is why everyone hates you, Bernie! What? No, it's not... Oh, Professor! How can you be so kind to me? I don't deserve it.
Oh, she's slightly annoying.
I'm sorry. Please don't look at me.
I hate to say it, guys, but in all honesty, like, she is fast falling out of the running for church waifu. It's at this point coming down to Happy and Petra. Alright, and Eddie.
Bernadetta.
Lady Edelgard, I do for you?
I appreciate all the effort you're making to overcome your fear of me. Your dedication is commendable. However...
You suck at it.
I'm just getting in your way, aren't I? Knew it, Bernie. You're just an intruder. Nobody wants you around. Stupid. Oh.
Bernadetta.
I am speaking.
Yes.
The problem you keep running into is that you don't listen to what people are really saying. That's why your efforts are in vain. You need to listen instead of jumping to your own conclusions. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Then why aren't you responding?
I wanted to listen until you were finished. Sorry. Were you finished then?
God damn it.
I was.
Then may I please scream now?
By all means. But please try to make it a fairly quiet one.
Oh my. Okay, this is actually adorable, but also eye-rolly.
Just a tiny one. Wait. What was I upset about again? That's weird. I forgot why I was about to scream, and now I don't even need to. What a nice feeling.
You're trying your best. I know that. But even so...
But what? What did I do this time? I'm so sorry. Whatever it is. I'll go to my room and never bother you again.
God, Bernie, my God.
Wait, you didn't let me finish. I was only going to say that...
And she doesn't actually run, she just screams. Bernadetta, I swear to George. Okay, we'll actually do that one in the next one. But before we end this episode, if this is correct, I think after we do the Battle of the Eagle and Lion is when we have our scene in the Goddess Tower. Which means, I believe... Don't blame me if I don't pick that up. If we talk to Dude Bro up here...
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Young Monica disappeared last year. I thought she had simply run along home. But it turns out she was kidnapped. I can't believe it. How awful it must have been for the poor thing. They say her personality has completely changed, but at least she seems more cheerful than before. Grateful to be alive, perhaps?
Oh.
Greetings, Professor. Young Monica. But they say her...
Okay, I was wrong. That's not what happens. At some point you talk to him, and he's actually like... yeah, the Goddess Tower. Do you have your eye on anyone? And I think that doing that kind of helps you decide which scene you're going to get. The problem with that, of course, is that my renown is so high that the choices I'm going to get are all people I've maxed out in previous playthroughs, but...
Do you have time for a request?
With that, though, I'll go ahead and end the episode here. Thank you very much for being here, as always, and I will see you in the next one.
Thank you.